Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Previously, the map displayed in the Azran Dome indicated the location of 5 Azran relics known as eggs. Layton and his companions now set out on their journey around the world in Professor Sycamore's airship, the Bostonius. Exciting. We have cleaned up all loose ends in Frowenborg and Cod and London, and now our global adventure can properly begin, finally. So let's have what's his name pick us up. So, we can choose any of these 5 locations in any order, huh? I'm choosing Hillside first. It's got a windmill on it and I like wind. A lush and breezy pasture. A rustic idol known as Fort Strawn Winds. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Its sulfur-lined population make a living farming the lush surrounding pastures. Let's go. Phew, that was an awfully bumpy journey. I thought the Bostonius was going to flip over at one point. I trust everyone is all right. Of course, don't worry, Raymond. Luke's just a bit of a scaredy cat, that's all. Hey, just because you weren't frightened doesn't mean you can make fun of everyone else. I'm afraid I was unprepared for such a strong headwind. My inability to predict this development is a stain on my reputation. Don't be so hard on yourself. The weather is nothing if not unpredictable. I'm sensing something. The light of the Azran shines brightly in this area. Oh? You seem really confident about that, Aurora. Yes, it's as though I'm being guided by some powerful force. Well, that's convenient. Well, that's got to be a good sign, right? The Azran are practically showing us the way. Literally. It's literally. She is Azran. Wait, is she? Nah, she probably is Azran. Probably. But, no, she's definitely, yeah. I urge you all to take care. I shall be here awaiting your return as always. And I guess Keats will keep him company. Anything to tell us about this place, though? We would appear to have arrived in an agricultural area. Perhaps there is a local delicacy one could enjoy with a pot of tea. Huh. So he doesn't know much about this place, huh? Onward. This place rocks. Wow, just look at that view. You can see for miles and miles up here. This village goes by the name of Hoogland. Hoogland. It's even better than Frowenborg. It is a farming community nestled among a range of tall mountains. My word, it is terribly windy. I ought to watch the wind doesn't blow my hat clean off. You do well to watch out, Professor. Look at the size of these windmills. It must take quite a gust to get them turning. Seeing things like this is a real reminder of what a force nature can be. It's astounding. And if Aurora thinks there's an egg around here, then I can't wait to get started on our investigation. Oh, I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for you to hone your talents as a photographer too, Emmy. My throat. Okay, I'm good. Definitely, my shutter is going to get a real workout. In fact, perhaps that friendly-looking gentleman over there will agree to pose for a couple of shots. Oh? Which way is he looking? I can't tell. Oh, sheep. What is this thing? It seems so fluffy. I wish all animals could be this soft. All these green fields must be heavenly for the animals. Bunny! Yeah! Look how cute this bunny is, Aurora. I miss Fuzzy. He has a puzzle for us. He does? Okay. Puzzle 72? Yeah, I'm expecting the numbers to jump around quite a bit as we travel around. Bemused bunnies. Heavy rain has completely messed up the routes that these rabbits usually take when they go home. Can you rearrange the paths so that the black and white rabbits can go from their current positions to their respective homes? The paths are divided into 4 panels. It's up to you to arrange them correctly. Wait, really just 4? Oh. Well, this should be extremely easy, right? So, White Rabbit can go this way, and around, and go straight there. Black Rabbit with the black ears, I'm assuming, can go there. Yeah, this was... Is it... free per carrots.
I've got it, I think.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Easy peasy, Professor.
Oh yeah, it was worth 20. No wonder. Nice work. The black and white rabbits will be able to return to the comfort of their homes now. What a sweet little thing. Do you think he'd mind if I petted him? Not at all. I think he'd like that a lot. Wasn't I talking about friggin' Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind recently? Oh, it was during Resident Evil, I think. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of that too. Ew. Worms and pill bugs. Wait, no, I love pill bugs. Pill bugs are cute. Worms are kind of gross, though. Oh. Come on. Ah. Hello, Cal. Wow, she's enormous. A sure sign of a happy, carefree life. I don't think this cow's interested in talking to me, Professor. I admire her insistence on sticking to her own pace. Oh. A safety hammer. Huh? Collection? This hammer values user safety to such an extent that it is actually totally useless. It looks like fuzz, wool. A neat kid's toy, but not much else. The bell? Ah. A breezy if perilous spot in which to dry one's laundry. The wind here is so strong the clothes will be dry in no time. I just hope their pegs are strong enough. There is something romantic about the imagery of clothes on a drying line. I don't think I've ever seen one in person. It's something that only exists in media for me. But then again, I spent like my whole life living in the Pacific Northwest where it rains constantly, so... Rick. Oh ho, travelers are we? You did well to find us all the way out here. Excuse me, sir, would you mind having your photograph taken? Oh, a photomograph of me. Right you are, young lady. I suppose I'd better strike a pose for you then, eh? Oh, nice. That's a great photo. Right, one more. All right, that's enough now. You don't want to be wasting your camera film on me. Not with the wedding ceremony about to start. Oh? That egg is gonna be like embedded in the ring, or just part of the dowry, I guess. I don't know. Oh, no. A wedding? How wonderful! And it's the perfect day for it, too. Oh, a pretty young lady like you would make a fine bride yourself, you know. Don't be creepy. If you say so. Oh, I do. Now you'd better hurry if you want to catch a glimpse of the bride. See you around, eh? Can we check it out, Professor? I'd like to see what a Hoogland wedding is like. I forgot this place is called a Hoogland. Oh, don't forget why we're here, Emmy. Though I confess I'm rather curious myself. Don't worry, Professor. I plan to multitask. We'll be leaving here with a stack of wedding photos and the Azran egg. I certainly hope so, Emmy. Now, let's continue into the village, shall we? Oh, the scroll says there's a coin here. Can't exactly leave it well enough alone. Is that the right usage of that term? Probably not. Though the trouble is, I'm not picking up any points of interest, really. Wow, in the most obvious spot of all. That figures. That sandwich is teetering. Someone catch it with their mouths. Oh, what a fresh breeze. What's wrong, Professor? Brace yourselves, everyone. Oh. No, the sandwich!
My word.
Millions dead. Nah, I'm kidding. Like, a few dozen dead. Is everyone okay? Oh, phew, what in the world was that? I'm surprised it didn't blow those houses away. It did. Look at the ruins in the background. You're being very insensitive right now, Luke. Look around, Luke. It kind of did. Well, yeah, okay. Did you see the wedding party? They seemed completely undeterred by what just happened. To think they would still consider going ahead with the ceremony after witnessing such destruction to the village. Astonishing. It really is. Let's find out where they're headed, Professor. There must be someone around here who can tell us. The sandwich is fine. I wouldn't know where to start with a sandwich that big. A fine combination, but it's a few pickles short of a plowman's. I've got to eat something soon, Professor, or I'm going to collapse. I hate pickles. And tomato slices. Oh. I eat the ham. An ocarina? Cool. Did you know that when I was a kid, well, actually, I still have it. As a kid, I got a legitimate, authentic, official Ocarina of Time. There was some mail-in order at Nintendo Power Magazine, and I got an official Nintendo-branded Ocarina of Time. The notes sound pretty when you play it, too. It's still on my shelf in its original bag. Good times. It even came with a note sheet, and it teaches you how to play a bunch of songs, including like the full market theme from Hyrule Castle. Anyway, this looks like it would be a good wedding venue. It appears deserted. The ceremony must be being held elsewhere. Where on earth did the bride go from here? Hello. Let's chat. Excuse me, the bride who was just over there. Do you know where she was going? Piet? Bride? You mean Romilda, do you, eh? I suppose so. I was hoping to take some photographs of the ceremony, you see. Oh, so you want to take a photomograph? He's saying photomograph too. Of Romilda, but not one of me, eh? This puzzle will teach you to be so rude. Counting sheep. This farmer has a flock of around 400 sheep. Keen to find out the exact number, he started counting. He counted them in batches, hoping to save time, but lost track at the end anyway. All he remembers is that when he counted them 3 at a time, he had 1 left over. When he counted them 4 at a time, he had 2 left over. When he counted them 5 at a time, he had 4 left over. When he counted them 7 at a time, he had 2 left over. Can you work out how many sheep he has? Alright. Oh boy. Yeah, he's probably gonna shear at least 400 sheep by the time I work this out. You really just need to figure out, what numbers are divisible by these numbers. So it's around 400, so we should try to mark that. So obviously 300 is divisible by 3, as is 390. So if you go from there, 393, 396, 399, it would be the closest to 400 would be 402. But that's 2 left over. But the number is around 400. That could be like give or take 20. Like we're talking about the answer should be a range from 380 to 420 or thereabouts. It's very vague. So tell you what, maybe I can write this down as I go. The valid numbers for counting at like 3 at a time would be 396. And 399. Or 402. Could count up to 405, but I feel like I don't even need to count that high or count 396, honestly. We're trying to get as close to 400 as possible. That's the logic I'll assume. So if I do this logic similarly for all the other numbers, so it's 4 at a time, then 5, then 7. So we need to do the same trick for the others and see what matches up. Yeah. Alright, let me redraw this actually. So, see you in a bit. I think I have a strategy here. Oh. Wait, hold on. Am I massively overthinking this? So you had around 400 sheep. When you counted them 4 at a time, you had 2 left over. So if you counted to 400, because 400 is divisible by 4, you would have 402. Now, hold on, there's a problem here, though. Right, so, when he counted them 4 at a time, he had 2 left over. 400 is divisible by 4, so when he landed at 400, he had 2 left over, meaning 402 sheep. So, both 3 at a time and 4 at a time can produce a number 402. However, the next one is, when he counted them 5 at a time, he had 4 left over. Now, 400 is divisible by 5, because it's like 375, 380, 385, 390, 395, 400. So if he landed at 400 precisely with 5, he had 4 left over, so the answer then would be 402. So my assumption is incorrect. Ah. This is tricky. I am... Oh. Oh, actually, I think the 5 at a time thing is telling me a lot. Yeah, when you counted them 5 at a time, you had 4 left over. Now, when you add 5s together, you either get a number ending in 5 or 0. And you add 4 to those. The final number for the total of sheep he has must be either 4 or 9, because 5 plus 4 is 9. Right? So, so if you count like to 380, if you counted to 380 and had 4 left over, the answer would be 384. Or if you counted 385, the answer would be 389, and so on. Okay, so let's draw every possible answer in a range of give or take 20 from 400. So that's 380 plus 4 is 84, yeah. Then 389. Then 394. Then 399. It would be very appropriate for Layton, I think, if he was just shy of 400 by 1. But it could be more, so, it's either 404, sheep not found, or 409, or 414, or 419. One of these is the correct answer to this puzzle. I guarantee it. So now I need to figure out what the other numbers can possibly add up to fit into this. So if he counted 3 at a time, he had 1 left over. So 390, 387, 384. Yeah, that's possible, isn't it? Wait, is it? Yeah. 84, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, so it could be 384. Could not be 389. Wait, no, I forgot to add the 1. I forgot to add the 1. Oh shit, this is so tricky. When he counted them 3 at a time, he had 1 left over. So yes, he could land at 384, but then he'd have 1 left over, so if he counted 384 by counting 3 at a time, his total number of sheep would be 385, so it can't be this. You can't get 388 from counting by 3, so it's not that one. It could be 394, because you would land at 393, add the 1. That's a candidate. And you can't get this either. Okay. So you land at 399, you go to 400, 401, 402, add 1, you get 403, so it's not this one. Oh, shoot. 399, 402, 405, 408, add the 1, it could be 409, it could be. 4112, add the 1, you get 413, so it's not this one. Wow, we're narrowing it down so well. Then you go to 418, add the 1, it could be 419. Alright. So now we repeat the process. When you counted them 4 at a time, you had 2 left over. Two left over, huh? So that would be, let's see here, 400, and you go, let's take away 4s from 400. It would be, 496. At the 2, it could be, 498. Okay, so, oh, if you, yeah, 392 could be reached, and if you reach that number, you could add 2 to get 394. So this is still a valid answer. Okay, so 404 plus 2 is 406, or 408 plus 2 is 410, so it's not this one. Are you with me so far? 412 is divisible by 4. Add the 4, add another 4, and you get 416 plus 2 is 18, so you couldn't get this one. The answer has to be 394. Please! Oh, I've done so much work. 394.
Okay, Emmy, time to shine.
Yes!
Next one.
Yeah. Sheer class. The farmer has 394 sheep, 6 more, and he'd have exactly 400. Oh, man. Oh, I'm proud of myself for that one. Oh, new nutty roller course. Tumble Forest. There, we've solved your puzzle. Now will you tell us the way to the wedding ceremony, please? The wedding's happening at the chapel on that there hill. That's where Romilda's headed. I see. Well, thank you for your help. I'll come back and take some photos around here just as soon as the wedding's over. It really is a lovely little village. Well, if you like it so much, why don't you get married like Romilda, eh? Then you'd be part of the village forever and ever. Okay, I'm starting to think this place is a cult. If a nice-looking lady like you got hitched here, it would definitely make the village a happier place to be. Well, thank you, I suppose. You're welcome, lady. Bye-bye. Bye-bye? Thanks, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, so the bride's gone to the chapel. Is everything all right, Professor Sycamore? Oh, yes, I was just wondering where the groom was, that's all. Well, he's probably waiting for her there. That's what usually happens, isn't it? Look, that must be the chapel up there. Let's go and see for ourselves. Hold on now. We still need to look around. For hint coins and other puzzles. How many hint coins am I at, anyway? 96. Holy shit. Yeah, I could definitely do with spending some. Of course, before we move on, there's also the Nutty Roller puzzle. That sandwich upsets me. Very well. Huh. Even though we're solving puzzles in the 70s ranges, this is like the 4th puzzle. Anyway, Tumble Forest. Don't be put off by the trees. They only get in the way if you let them. What are you dealing with here? Ew. Yeah, there's a... Alright, so there's a gap there. I can plant a tree there. So if I planted a tree here, I can roll the walnuts safely into this tent by going northwards, which would take me around this corner. And it's a straight shot from there, after all. Oh. So... Wait a second. Oh, I just realized. So these are breakable planks. They'll break after the first thing rolls on them. And what's more, the nut that I need to get in the tent is standing right here, actually. Uh-oh. Now this is unfortunate, like... The nut's here. If I roll a boulder this way, it'll get knocked up, go around, and go straight into the water. If I go... well... Wait, how do I move that thing? And for that matter, what is the point of this curve up here? What? Boy, am I forgetting some of the rules of this thing? It's been so long since I played one. Let's clear a bit of a path to start with. Let's just see what happens if I roll this. Yeah, so that's fine. Exactly what I thought would happen. I meant to... I thought I hit undo. Guess I did. I'm definitely gonna need some time on this. I need to experiment. I wonder if I can get the walnut to stop somewhere... like in between. Haha! I actually solved this remarkably quickly. Like, I found it right away once I locked in. Fun! Good show. Hopefully our squirrel friend will be faster at showing off stuff I missed. Forward. Well, it appears we've made it in time for the wedding ceremony. Something's not right, though. There seems to be a bit of a kerfuffle going on. It's a cult. Julian. Sage Shepherd, wait. Here... Really? This is like a triple whammy. Alright, so... Gotta place renowned for its livestock and rolling fields of sheep. And... like the de facto head honcho here is named Shepherd. And he's a kind of like a priest who leads the flock of people. Oh my god. Sage Shepherd, wait, hear me speak but once more. This nightmare tortures me, consumes my soul. Why must you push her through the chapel door? Why must Romilda face such misery? I beg, Sage Shepherd, close that chapel door. My fair Romilda merits not this fate. Julian, stop it, would you? Romilda, though you say this is your will, it surely cannot be what you desire. Deny this custom and refuse its aim. You know, I was gonna say, the way Julian's speaking is, it feels like he's like reading a script, like he's at a play, and this pose he's doing, Yeah, I think this is actually just like part of the tradition here. Listen, I'm happy. I want to be the Dragon Lord's bride. I'm happy, all right. Quick, think of a Dragon Quest pun. Dragon Lord. So, I guess this is it. Goodbye, Julian. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but you'll be happy again someday. I know it. Romilda, this cannot... Today we witness the union of Romilda and the mighty Dragon Lord, a union that will bless our village with fair winds. Come, fair winds, bring your blessed breezes to bear upon our village. It is time to seal this union. Close the chapel door. Is she gonna stand there until she, like, starves to death? What's going on here? Sage Shepherd, please, undo what you have done. The wedding ceremony is concluded. Mewl and cry all you like, dear boy, but know that nothing will change. Romilda is now the Dragon Lord's wife. Romilda! Dear, sweet Romilda. Oh, the youth of today. It looks as though the wedding ceremony has finished. Huh. It is a shame you couldn't take any wedding photographs after following the bride all the way here. What we just saw was not a wedding, Aurora. Oh? No, something is very wrong here. We should talk to the man in the blue gown and find out what's going on. Yeah, so it's a murder cult? We should leave. Ho ho, take a deep breath, young lady. Taste that fresh breeze. Feel the fair winds on your face. In and out. Deep breaths, young lady, deep breaths. Romilda is a really pretty lady. I reckon the Dragon Lord's bound to be happy now. Yeah, I'm very alarmed by what's going on. Bless you, travelers. Thank you for visiting our village. The ceremony is now over, but please stay a while and enjoy the local area. Actually, I was rather hoping to ask you about the ceremony we just witnessed. You see, I was planning on taking some photographs, but that wasn't like any wedding I've ever seen. Photographs of Romilda? Well, I'm afraid it's a little late for that, dear girl. Romilda is now married to the Dragon Lord. Her soul shall soon depart this chapel to blow as a fair wind through our village. Yeah, okay, yeah, death cult. Shove these people aside, open that door, and get her out of there. What are you doing? Her soul shall depart? You mean she will die? You've sacrificed her. How could you do such a thing? My dear ladies, you witnessed the vicious whirlwind that struck the village moments before the ceremony, did you not? Yes, its force was quite frightening. I've never seen anything like that before. That whirlwind was a manifestation of the Dragon Lord's wrath. It is to appease this wrath that we present the Dragon Lord with a bride from the village. It is a bride's duty to relinquish her human form and become a gentle breeze, blessing our village for so long as it may last. So she is going to die. This is unacceptable. Open that door right now. Absolutely not. This ceremony has been held in this village since time immemorial. Hello, police? I'd like to report a crazy murder death cult. Where is Grosky when you need him? Do you truly think we'd allow some puerile tourist girl to come along and ruin everything by opening the chapel door? I would advise you to forget what you have seen here, dear girl. Forget all about this village and enjoy the rest of your trip. Ugh! Look how thick the door is. That's no chapel, it's a prison. And though the man implied this is an ancient ceremony, I find it hard to believe there's a connection to the Azran in this. This isn't the time to think about the Azran, Professor. What about that poor bride? If we don't find a way into that chapel, she's going to die in there. We can worry about the egg later. Stay calm, Emmy. I understand how you feel, but we should first consider our options before doing anything rash. But, Professor Sika... Everyone, please, listen. I sense it. I can sense the force of the Aura Stone. It's coming from inside the chapel. Huh? Does this mean... There is more. There is another force inside this chapel. Something more powerful than the Aura Stone. Something related to the Azran? But surely this chapel was built long after the demise of the Azran. How can the two possibly be connected? I don't know. Well, there must be some connection. Aurora wouldn't be sensing something here otherwise. Either way, I still think that bride is our top priority. At least now we have 2 reasons to find a way into the chapel. I suppose you're right. Let's start by asking around the village for more information. Hopefully someone can point us in the right direction. The Bride of Hoogland. Hoogland is home to a disturbing custom in which a young lady from the village is selected to be the Dragon Lord's bride and locked up in the local chapel as part of their wedding ceremony. Why on earth do they persist with such a tradition? The people of Hoogland seem to think that the whirlwinds affecting their village are the work of a certain Dragon Lord. Can we get the Scion of Erdrick to help? There we go. There's the Dragon Quest joke. It was terrible, but I got it. Okay. Yeah. Romilda's someone we can all be proud of. I've never seen a bride so willing to serve the village. Good on her, I say. Do you really think she's serving the village, sir? Of course she is. How could locking someone up in a chapel make the slightest bit of difference to how windy it is around here? Oh, I always thought you traveling types were a bit dim. What do you want from me, a scientific explanation? Yes. But the bride dies. Don't you realize that what you're doing is wrong? I'm reminded of that one episode from early Avatar: The Last Airbender where it's like they encounter a village where like sacrificing human lives to a volcano or something, and one of the townsfolk is like, can your fancy science explain why it rains? And Sokka's like, yes, it can. That's how I feel right now. Try and imagine something for me, boy. Imagine living in a place where only fair winds bring happiness and where wrathful winds can destroy everything in a flash. Yes, I'd move. But... This is a milling village. We need the wind to survive. The Dragon Lord provides us with that wind, so we must appease him. Sir... Maybe you could, like... I don't know... Get, like electricity-powered grindstones for your wheat? Like... I'm all for green energy, but maybe you could, like, transition to maybe solar, or... I don't know, in this case, if it's really life or death, maybe you should go for gasoline generators, I don't know, but... There's so many solutions here. We know how precious life is. We know that better than anyone, alright? That's why we offer a life to the Dragon Lord. It's the most precious thing we can offer. That's no kind of reason at all. You're just murderers. I like Emmy. I like her a lot. You know what, young lady? If you don't like it, maybe you should just get out of our village. No, screw you. Leave us here with Romilda's blessed breeze, filling our lungs, bringing us happiness. In and out. I hate this man so much. Sacrificing people to try and make life better for the village. Do people really take superstitions this far, Emmy? That's why they're called superstitions. It's very extreme. All I know is that happiness should never come at the expense of someone else's life. Anyone who believes otherwise is just deluding themselves. Aha! Now the wedding's over, you're going to take my photograph, right? Romilda is being sacrificed, and all you care about is having your photo taken? Unbelievable. So you're saying you're not going to take one, you meanie? Look, the only one who can do anything about Romilda is Romilda herself, and she's married to the Dragon Lord now. Huh. The Dragon Lord does exist, you know? My god, dude. Simply forget all you have seen here, travelers. Continue your journey and enjoy your sightseeing. Though if you do wish to take a photograph of me before you depart, I would of course be more than happy to oblige. Hello. You know, we're at the point I'm actually kinda missing the naked mole rat looking man from COD. Beatrix. I can't believe that silly Romilda stopped to talk to Julian in front of the chapel. The Dragon Lord will have been irked, I'm sure. Excuse me, madame. I wonder if I could trouble you for a few details concerning Julian and Romilda. Goodness me, no. I can't talk about someone like that with someone from outside the village. Well, we saw them both talking outside the chapel. Oh, embarrassing they are. How dare they act like that? Their antics always were a disgrace to the whole village. Appalling. Do you really think so? Well, of course I do. Who wouldn't? Don't you think it's more appalling that you're carrying on with these outrageous ceremonies? Sticking your nose into village business, are ya? Want to know all about our customs? I assure you, madame, we're simply planning to write a big article about us, I bet. I've seen you journalist types before, always sniffing around. We're not sniffing around for anything. We just want to find out more about the chapel so we can go and rescue Romilda. Be quiet, will you? We will not talk of such things. Who do you think you are, strolling in here, trying to change our way of life? How I demand that you leave this instant. If it weren't for this puzzle I need solving. Hey, remember when I saw the windmill, I was like, oh yeah, let's choose that one. And remember when I read the description and it talked about wind everywhere, and I was like, oh yeah, this is my place. I have regrets. Honestly, if I may be a bit candid here for a moment, in video games, I'm not that fond of the wind element or anything. Like, I yuck it up a bit, because, you know, my name's Zephyr the Jester, and I just chose that because it sounded fun and carefree. No, in video games and elements, I'm all about that ice, man. I love me some ice magic. Don't tell anyone, it's our secret, okay? You've decided to give some treats to your pets who all like to... Don't feed pets chocolate! That kills them! Don't do that! What's going on? Even the puzzles are death cults now! Oh no! You've decided to give some treats to your pets who all like different things, but you've forgotten what each animal likes? You're sure that A likes either ice cream or chocolate? Well, there's chocolate ice cream over there. and B likes pie or ice cream, you're also certain that C likes either pie or chocolate, and that it's either A or D that is the ice cream fan. Unfortunately, you have no idea which pet likes cake. Using the information you do remember, give each pet their favorite treat. Alright, okay. Don't feed dogs or cats chocolate. It's bad for them. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Okay. I'm having a moment over here. So A is either ice cream or chocolate. Now it's saying that A, B, and C each likes 2 things, but the only mention of D is that it's an ice cream fan, so let's try that. And A likes ice cream or chocolate, so that leaves this. And B likes either pie or ice cream, so that only leaves B. And C likes either pie or chocolate? Uh-oh, hold on. Wait. It's either A or D that is the ice cream fan. Well, in that case, let's try the other orientation. B likes pie or ice cream. C likes either pie or chocolate. And that leaves the D for cake. A likes ice cream. B likes pie. C likes chocolate. Leaving D to have the cake. I think it's this.
This is how it's done.
Yay.
Good stuff.
Oh no. Oh no. No comment on... Oh no. Okay. Okay, now we got another cult. It turns out the pets weren't pets at all, just as well, really. Not one of those treats is suitable for humans. You know what? Compared to the death cult with human sacrifices, I will absolutely take a polyamorous furry group into submissive pet roleplay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. They're all consenting adults. Nothing wrong. Not a thing. Not a thing. Beatrix's request. Screw you, lady. I want to dress you. Justifying murder. I had a feeling you'd be able to help me. You journalists are supposed to be good at giving people what they want. I'm sure you'll refuse to believe me, but we're really not journalists. Madame, please, we only wish to gain a better understanding of what took place here in the village today. All right, you've got honest eyes. I'll tell you what's going on. Romilda and Julian were engaged to be married, you see. They'd been going out for years. Oh no. A lovely couple they were. I'm sure they'd have been very happy together if it weren't for the ceremony business. This village lives in fear of the Dragon Lord, you see. That's why we make the sacrifices. I know, the very idea of it is awful. Where is Julian now? You'll probably find him near his windmill. I warn you now, though, the poor boy will be nigh on inconsolable. Many thanks for your assistance, Miss... Beatrix. Now you'd better move along. People will get suspicious if they see me talking to you. Let's head to Julian's windmill. We need to have a word with him. Okay, have a chat with her before we leave. Julian, he'll be somewhere near his windmill. Take him some tissues, will ya? He'll probably be in tears, the poor thing. Well, what are you still doing here? Go and find him before somebody else gets suspicious. I feel like I got caught in a whirlwind. There's a lot going on right now. Like a lot. So it's like I haven't recorded or uploaded videos for a little while. I've been busy playing the new World of Warcraft expansion, which is good fun. Except for some nitpicks here and there. And then I started playing Crimson Desert, which is very fun, but then I learned Crimson Desert's got AI art in it, and I'm like, oh, where'd my hype go? It's gone now. Oh no. It's like, alright, maybe I should cleanse my palate. Get back to good old Professor Layton, and what a roller coaster. We go from the hype of a windy village to crazy death murder cult, and then my Picarets became the worst number. Life is weird sometimes. Well, anyway, Aurora said that there's like a second, stronger emanation coming from the murder room chapel. Yeah, it's probably some long-buried, forgotten Azran relic that is causing the storms. So, they're probably gonna figure out that the wind is all, like, man-made, and once we bust in there to free Romilda, they'll probably, like, find the off switch for the murder tornado buttons, and, rendering all the countless human sacrifices over hundreds of years pointless in retrospect. It's kind of messed up. Well, anyway, looking at the map, it kinda seems like the entire village is, it seems all of Hoogland is right here. I doubt there'd be a second screen. Maybe these 5 destinations really are bite-sized. I could see a 5th destination being added, not counting the Bostonius. Yeah, maybe up at the giant windmill. I think that must be where Julian is. Yeah, I think the next screen we'll go to is just an in-between. Yeah, I'd hedge a bet that we'll be out of Hoogland by the end of next video? Maybe. It depends on how many puzzles. I could see it being 2 more videos, so yeah, maybe 3 hours, 3 videos for each of those 5 destinations? Yeah, that's a pretty beefy amount. That would definitely put us at the end of the game by the time it all wrapped up, so I think we've got this game's, formula nailed down at this point. So, given that you can go to all these destinations in any order, I doubt... I doubt that Targent would interfere in a massive way. I could see maybe after you do 3 of 5, there's some big side distraction. We have to deal with some big scale Targent mess. Maybe. But no, I'm thinking that Broski will just wait for Layton and company to get all the eggs and then once they're all in one basket together, then he'll strike. Yeah? I think I guessed as much earlier. That sandwich is making me nervous. It's gonna topple any second now. Well, I've yammered on quite long enough. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more of Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.